Little progress is better than no progress, y'all. I know it's hard at times where you're like, damn, I feel like I'm getting nowhere, even though you are trying, right? But you always over stressed about like, am I doing enough every day? And at the end of the day, y'all, if you genuinely know you're trying your best, just know that little progress is better than no progress. You know, as long as you're putting the work in every day, just know you're getting closer and closer to your goal, no matter what it is, you know. But you have to actually know that you're putting the work in, you know, because just because you put a little work in a day doesn't mean that was better than no progress. I feel like you got to be putting the work as much time as you can. You got to be putting the work as much time as you can. You can't be counting little progress as like an hour a day, 2 hours a day. Just imagine people are working a job from 9 to 5. That's good progress right there, you know. If you're working at 9 to 5, you're still putting that progress. It's better than someone who's just sitting their ass every day, the whole day for like an hour. They're putting the work in. No, it's a 24 hours. You know, for example, you're probably sleeping 6 to 8 hours, right? You got so many other hours. Okay, you work at 9 to 5. How much is that? 16 hours. You got 8 hours more, right? I don't know. But it depends how much you sleep. If we're counting that, you got so many hours to put the work in. You know how much you could do in that many hours if you really focus. It is so hard to focus unless you're in an uncomfortable position. I'm finding such an uncomfortable position that I've never focused this much in my life. I wish I was able to have this type of focus way earlier in my life. Really wish. But, you know, it's all, you can't be just wishing things. You can't be, we're like hoping that this happens sooner. Everything happens for a reason, you know. And it's tough. It's tough. It generally is tough. But just make sure you're putting in the work in every day. And just little progress from that is better than no progress at all. But make sure you're actually putting the work in as much as you can every day, because look, just think about how many people are trying to get somewhere. Like, if you're just sitting on your phone right now, just scrolling like their useless videos, you're like, what are you doing? If you got goals, you got dreams, you gotta put the work in. Until you're in an uncomfortable position, like you gotta do this, like you have to, or you'll be homeless, or you'll be hungry. Then you'll just realize it, you know. And I'm slowly getting to that point, and it's such an uncomfortable and scary feeling. Like, wow, I'm getting older. I gotta get my life figured out. I gotta like start making some more money, because who's gonna pay rent? Who's gonna, like, your parents not gonna do that. Like, I'm not trying to rely on my parents no more. You know, you gotta really lock in. Sometimes you have parents that will help you be comfortable, right? And it's hard to realize that, damn, you can't rely on them. You know, you gotta realize you gotta lock in. It's hard when you got parents that can help you no matter what, right? And wherever you're at in life, you gotta just figure it out. You can't, just because someone has a better life than you, doesn't matter, you know? Everyone has their own life, has their own road to success. And just because someone has a better life than you right now doesn't mean you can't have one either. You just gotta really just find your passion and just go for it, you know? That's why I still try to avoid as much social media as possible, because I really feel like it's just what ruins your focus, what ruins you from finding your passion, and what makes you compare yourself a lot and overthink. It has a lot of problems, you know? And I try to avoid it as much as possible. Like, I still have it in here and there. You can't be 100% strict on yourself, but for me personally, I have to avoid it as much as possible. I really compare myself. All these things that happen, that negatively affect me, happen a lot. And I'm pretty sure it happens to a lot of us. But just remember, some progress, little progress is better than no progress. If you're putting the work in every day, the whole day, and you see nothing, that's little progress though. You're learning, you're adapting, you're experiencing new experiences that if you didn't even do that day, you wouldn't have learned nothing. You know, as long as you're doing something, you're gaining from it. Because you're experiencing something new every day. Whatever it is. But just keep on learning. Keep on putting the work in. And if you're young, you're probably comfortable playing video games. You know, enjoy your youth. But just realize that there's gonna be a time where you're gonna be uncomfortable. Whatever age you're gonna realize that, and don't stress out. You got this. It's been stressful lately for me, and I'm trying my best. Sometimes I'm like, bro, what am I doing? Like, do I need sleep less? No. Okay, make sure you get your sleep. A lot of things nowadays is don't get sleep, but you need sleep, man. You need sleep. You need to heal. You need to make sure your mental, physical is right too, as well as putting the grind. You know, you can't grind and just start getting fat. Like that's gonna ruin you mentally, you know? And you make sure you have a balance, and that's definitely gonna have more discipline if you want to maintain all of that. Because for sure, when you're uncomfortable, you're gonna want to put the work in. You're gonna, something's gonna lack in your life, but just try your best and realize that you're actually going through problems. You know, like sometimes you gotta take self accountability and things, and you just gotta genuinely know what's right and wrong. But yeah, that's the journal for today, y'all. Keep attacking. You got this.